Hi, I'm Mike Ryan. Turquoise is our focus in turquoiseinamerica.com. But in our book, Turquoise in America Part 2, 1910 to 1990, in the appendix, we have an article written by Richard Shull that discusses the related gemstones, which include variscite, faustite, chalcosiderite. And variscite has a very important position in the history of turquoise in Nevada, and really stands on its own as a very rare and beautiful gemstone. So today our guest presenters, Philip Chambless, Richard Shull, and Helen Shull, are going to tell us a little bit about their variscite claims in Nevada. I know you're going to enjoy this one.
So many people ask what is variscite, and they often confuse it with turquoise, with the spiderweb matrix and the fact that it comes from regions that also produce turquoise. The geology is very similar. They can often be almost side by side to each other in the mines. But people talk about a major difference being the lack of copper in variscite, which is true. Turquoise has copper, which is the metal that gives it its blue color. And variscite has other metals such as chromium and vanadium, iron, that give it its color. And it is slightly chemically different than turquoise in terms of the amount of water in it. But to really learn a lot more about variscite and how it's related to turquoise, you can check out the part that I wrote in Turquoise in America Part 2. It's a gemological section called Turquoise and Related Gemstones. And that'll give you a lot more information about how variscite fits into the big picture with turquoise and other gemstones that are found in those areas. And you'll learn quite a bit from that, I hope.
And I want to say a few things about the history of variscite mining in Nevada. And from my research so far, it seems like the first inklings were around 1906, and some outside interests came in, bought the mines, LA Gem Company and things, and starting at about 1907, 1908, 1909, they were pursuing variscite strongly for variscite, and not in competition with turquoise, but together. And they were doing quite well with it. And then there was the economic collapse that kind of killed the whole economic market and sank the turquoise market and the variscite market. And for some reason, the turquoise market did float back up to the top. And sadly, variscite was left behind, but we're changing that by educating people as to how special the variscite stone is, especially in applications where you can have turquoise or variscite. They work very well together and uniquely.
And one thing about variscite and turquoise is that variscite's quite a bit more rare than turquoise, although it hasn't always been appreciated as a gemstone in itself. And as a gemologist, I look at it as other gemstones. To be a gemstone, it has to have hardness, durability, also rarity. And in this case, just the qualities of variscite make it a fine gemstone, and it takes a high polish. It's durable enough to wear in jewelry for rings, pendants, and in addition to any of the other uses that you would like to see in jewelry.
And it's absolutely gorgeous. It's one of our favorite stones. We've been mining it and promoting it for almost 30 years now. And it's finally starting to get the appreciation it deserves. It is.
Well, one of the drawbacks that you read about is it says the hardness for varicites are like a 3.5. Or 4. Yeah. But that is really for the Utah variscite and stuff. Yeah. The Nevada variscite is hard. I mean, definitely as hard as turquoise, if not harder. 6.5, Rick?
Up to a 6 or so. Due to the silica content in the stones. And that's what makes the Nevada deposits quite unique compared to variscite that's been found worldwide.
One of the nice things about variscite is its hardness. A lot of variscite is very hard because of its high silica content, and because of that, we are able to cut many stones without backing. This way, you can set them in an open back setting and they're suitable for high quality jewelry, suitable for setting in gold. It's just absolutely extraordinary. Well, here's an array of 7 different Variscite mines that we work. And it kind of shows the diversity of this wonderful gem. Everything from the pure minty greens of the Prince mine to the classic deep emeraldy green with spiderweb of the Lone Eagle mine. And then the White Mountain mine has a combination of those lovely juicy deep greens, as well as some white variscite, which actually variscite in its pure form is white. Yeah. Metals in it give it its green colors. And then you have the wild spider webs of the Kaleidoscope mine. This is actually a new discovery we're very excited about. And very intricate spider web of the Poseidon mine. The Blue Boy mine has a vast combination of looks, and this is one of the first Variscite mines that was worked commercially back in 1910, and we're happy to continue working it today. And the last one is the Firefly Variscite mine. This is very unique with its yellows and oranges and yellow greens, and it is the only Variscite so far that has been found that we know of that has turquoise inclusions. So very, very unique. One thing that we find very special and unique about Variscite is that it has a certain glow, translucency to it because of its high silica content. And it's very pronounced in this White Mountain Variscite. These stones especially have such a glow to them that where the light is going in and coming back out, not just bouncing off the surface.
A depth.
They do.
It does. It gives the stones a depth and life to them that people really appreciate. So you can do the website plug.
Oh, and if you would like to find stones, Variscite, and also learn more about the various mines and materials, you can check out our website at esmeraldaturquoisecompany.com or outofourmines.com. And we're on Instagram, and Richard Shull is on Facebook. And
I'm Instagram as Turk1. I'm on Facebook, both as Philip Chambless and Southwest Gym.
So come on and
come
check
find
it out.
us.
Come on.